and the second question he posed was, what did he have to correct from a first half? And I presume there wasn't an awful lot he had to correct because they were 4-0 up by half-time. An amazingly dominant performance by Manchester City.
Yeah, I think that's what I love about Pep Guardiola. He's always demanding more. He's never kind of filling his players with kind of credit for everything. Obviously, he gives some credit for good performances, but I think in England particularly, the media hype up players straight away, and I feel like Guardiola is the type of manager who gets the best out of players by not letting them get carried away with themselves and always giving them something to work on. And that's what he's done in that first half performance. I think we saw it last week with Mahrez, I think it was. He's been in tremendous form lately, and he's still kind of getting at him that he needs to improve on certain stuff. And I think that's what makes City the team they are, because each and every player in that squad is not resting on their laurels. There's good players within the squad who can come in and play ahead of you. He's demanding the best every week, and the best again after playing so well.
Yeah, and a prime example of that, a player going slightly off the boil but once again finding amazing form, is probably Raheem Sterling, because once again on the mark tonight, and he's rediscovered his scoring boots, hasn't he?
He has, and I think he was off pace for a little bit. He was doing really well for England, but it just wasn't happening on the domestic front for him. But now he's got back on the side, and again, the goal he scored tonight is just unbelievable. But he's just producing great performances, getting himself in those areas, getting himself into the box. But City are just relentless. It's almost robotic at times, and it's like they play amazing football, but they all do so well, so often, continuously. And the demand he puts on his players, like you're just talking about, is unbelievable. Like, he's critiquing them there. He's saying they're giving the ball away too much. They're 4-0 up at half time. That's never been done in a Champions League game at this stage ever before. And he's saying he wants more from them, which is just a measure of the man. Why they're going to achieve so much? But it's always going to be the question mark, will he actually win this competition with them? And it's just whether he overthinks it sometimes. Hopefully he doesn't, but his team are just absolutely sensational at the moment. Yeah,
he'd certainly love another chance of getting City to the final and maybe proving whatever doubters are out there wrong, because he achieved it with Barcelona, failed to achieve it at Bayern. So I'm sure Pep feels he has something to prove, but he does play down the fact that they possibly are the favourites for this competition now. Yeah,
well, I think that's the manager's job, isn't it? Again, it's the same as kind of not letting your players get carried away with good performances. You've got to get your players motivated in the right way, and you got to get them going into every game expecting to win the game, and not kind of have them thinking ahead to actually win the tournament. You've got to take it each game as it comes. I think he's very good at doing that. He's very good at motivating his players. I agree with Stephen. Sometimes maybe does he kind of overthink certain situations in games, but I think that's the one he wants to win. I think deep down he wants to win that trophy with Man City, and I think at the moment they're looking quite good for it, aren't they? They're playing sensational football, and they're just a joy to watch.
Yeah, they won in Lisbon tonight in style, and some cracking goals. We're just going to have a look at two of them, but these were so good. First of all, Bernardo Silva's goal in the first half.
In the build-up play, they get the corner in here, but then it drops to him. He hits this first time on the half volley. Like, this is not an easy technique to master, but he gets his body over, gets his knee over the ball, keeps it down, and the power of the sound of a ball hitting the bar. I'm not saying there's many goals when a ball hits the crossbar and comes down, but the technique he hits this is absolutely flawless. Again, another player who's gone up and down with them, but he's back in such a rich vein of form, and he's saying he wants more goals from this player. Like, this guy produces and sets up goals on a regular basis all the time, and he's saying he wants more from him. Like, and today he delivered. That's a fantastic strike.
Yeah, absolutely great goal. And Raheem Sterling, really on form. Great goals at the weekend, and another cracker tonight.
Yeah, and again, as you say, a player who's dipped in form and he's been in and out, and he's shown kind of his quality. This is a great finish. What a finish that is. And I think when he came to City first, he was probably maybe a little bit criticised about his finishing, and Pep kind of maybe got the best out of him in that sense. But this is a great finish. I think the last angle is probably the best angle of it here. We see it. It's right in the corner. No keeper in the world is saving that. And as you say, he's in good form at the moment, and it's just a great goal and high confidence. You can see the confidence in him to take that shot on, and what a finish it is.
Yeah, City in flying form, and as good as through, you'd have to say, to the quarter-final stage.